city is your city. Come share it with us.
Hello and welcome to beautiful Kingston, Ontario, here at the home of the Queen's Gales at Richardson Stadium. My name is Jacob Ewing as we are underway of Day 2 of Girls AA Soccer OFSAA. To start the day, we'll have 7 games today here on the Casa YouTube channel. We start off in the morning bright and early, an 8:30 kickoff with Bishop MacDonell Catholic and Garneau. Garneau from the NCSSAA and Bishop MacDonell Catholic from a bit more western from the CWOSSA. It's Garneau in the white and the Celtics in the kind of dark blue. And Celtics on the attack here early. We'll see which team can kind of get the dominance started early, start possession. These are the two high-ranked teams, the number 1 and the number 2 seed coming from our Pool D. And they would have played yesterday. We had the AAA boys on the stream yesterday, so it's our first time catching some AA girls action. And we're excited to bring 4 games today here from Richardson. Here comes Garneau. They'll take it down the wing. Got one to beat. They'll regroup and send it to the middle. Nice ball down the line. We'll see if she can beat it before going out of bounds, and it just runs on her a little bit. That was number 14, Audrey Costa, down the wing. Out of bounds it goes for a goal kick. So the Celtics and the keeper will get her first touches of the game and of the morning just momentarily. Both these teams going to get a feel for each other here, especially early on. As you know, you just want to see, feel the formation, feel the skill level, feel the tactics that each region brings different things to the table. So we'll see who can adapt quickly as here comes the Celtics trying to transition, have some numbers if they can find the girl in the middle. Nice little cut. Here's a shot and a great save by the keeper. to contain that one. What a run there. That was number 5 of the Celtics. At EA. And a nice save there by Rosette. Here comes the Celtics. They're first to that ball. That's a key to success if they're going to make that happen. Ball sent down the line. We'll see if they're able to get there on time. It will just go out of bounds as they were trying to send Sewell down the line. I believe we're going to see a change in possession here. It'll be a throw-in for the Celtics on the far side. At approximately the 30-yard line. The Celtics trying to get on the board here early. Remember, it's 30-minute halves. And then if the game ends after that, after added time, we will be no shootout, no extra time. It'll be just do a draw. Here's a turnover from Garneau trying to start the transition. They'll play far side to Costa. And that one will just be piped all the way back. The keeper's going to come out. Oh, almost a prime mistake there. She'll make her way back to her net. We'll see if the Celtics can take advantage of it now. Back into the midfield. Outside and just a miscommunication. It looks like Sewell was down the line. Oh, pardon me. That was just the right winger looks to be number 11. Ho. Just not able to catch up to it. Will be a throw-in for Garneau. They'll switch it far side. Smart play. The center back will step up and shut that down, though. That was Peverly in the midfield battling. Nice touch to take control. A long shot will be blocked at the top of the box by the Garneau center back. Way to shut things down as Ho was starting to move. Outside, top of the box, she'll turn, try a shot, it just misses wide. Couple good opportunities here for the Celtics here to start the game. Would love to find something early. That was Atiye, the striker for the Celtics. Controlled. In the midfield, here's another one for Atiye. Can she get it off? She does. She scores! Addison Atiye at the top of the box. Had some open room and fires it past Rosette. And it's a 1-0 game for Bishop MacDonell Catholic. Just a great start there. The Celtics were just bringing on the pressure chance after chance after chance. And finally they're able to find one. We'll see how Garneau can bounce back after facing a bit of adversity here early on. Still tons of game left to play, only 5 minutes in. But if you're the Celtics, that's going to provide some momentum. That one gets through one defender. She'll take it down the wing. The Celtics looking to put even more pressure on Garneau. And out of bounds flag, I believe, will come up, and we'll have a throw in for Garneau. Bouncing around in the midfield. We'll see who can control it. Nice play by the Garneau midfielder to calm it down and play it out wide. Huge play. She's got pressure from her back. She'll stop up and turn. That's Banyaka. And they'll just fire it down, but won't get too far as the Celtics defender was there to block it. Now they'll go down the wing. Costa tries to take a turn. Nice play by the Celtics defense to shut that down. A hard midfield the Celtics are playing, kind of holding a grudge and not letting anything get through. Here's Sewell. She'll step up. Plays it over. Garneau trying to look outside and go on a run. Down the line. Nobody's there, though, to answer. They'll just play it back safely and fire it up the field. The transition offense. They'll try a shot, a long one, as the keeper was trying to, still getting set in her net. She'll be ready for it, though, and easily scooped up by Audette, and she'll play it out. Garneau will start the transition. That one just gets through the offense there, and Sewell will take it and just control it, slow things down. Nice play. Look at this back line of the Celtics, just playing calm and composed, not too worrying. Here comes the pressure from Garneau, and then they'll dump it down, and they'll start the transition again. Bitterman, slow it down, try to play it down the line. She'll get it back, and a nice challenge there by Chloe Donahue to get that out of bounds. Outside. They'll try the cross. We'll see who's there. It's the goal scorer with an opportunity. We'll chip it up in the air, and the keeper will get her hands on it and slow it down. Another opportunity for Atia. She's been all over it here early on. As we just approach the 10-minute mark played in this game, and it's been a lot of the girls in blue. The Celtics have provided the offense. Here's an opportunity down the line. She'll cut in. Look at the midfield. Cross one in, bouncing around. No one has possession. Here's a shot. Takes a deflection and will go out of bounds. And the keeper, it'll be called a corner, pardon me. She'll have to give it to the corner. So the Celtics will have an opportunity here to try to whip something in. It looks like Frazier will be the volunteer to go take it. Here's the cross. Keeper gets a touch on it. Still bouncing around, though. Opportunity at the top of the box. She shoots, and a great save. A diving effort by Audette just to poke it out of bounds. That was a dangerous opportunity. The keeper comes up big, and we'll see another corner coming, this time from the opposing, or the opposite corner. That was a great save. That ball bouncing around the box, and those chances are so dangerous because you never know. There's so many bodies inside the box, and there's so much happening that a shot can come at any time. Now that was just ready. That was a slow bouncer, and she'll be all over that one as well. Just scoop it up, and she'll try to play it quickly, start the transition. There's only one Garneau attacker up, though, and 3 Celtics defenders back. They'll try to slow it down. Nice play there by the center back to start the transition. Atie gets around a couple. She's got 4 surrounding her, though. Still trying to keep possession. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder tackle there. And she still gives it off. Fantastic play. She gives it to Frazier. Frazier down the line will try the cross. Successful. Bitterman around 1. And a nice poke there to get that one away by the Garneau midfielder. They'll play it back nice and safe. The line will just pass it around. Here comes Bitterman in the midfield, being challenged from behind, though. Nice play down the line. Atie around 1. Can she get another? She'll poke it. Here's Bitterman. No momentum for her, though, as she was flat-footed. Maybe not expecting that ball to come to her, and that ball gets fired all the way back to the back line of the Celtics. They'll take control. Cut inside. Here's Sewell. She'll play it inside. Down the line. They'll try the cross, and a nice play there to intercept that by Garneau, and they'll look to switch it far side. They'll get it. Here's Costa. She'll take a touch. She's got a defender on her back. She'll step up promptly. Still with the ball, though. Costa making fine work of it. Plays it to the midfield. Here starts the transition. Bonyaka. Nice pass. She'll give it off to Kelly. Kelly to Costa. Costa with some room. She'll look to whip it in. She'll stop up. Ran out of real estate. Now here's the cross. Bouncing around in the box. Opportunity for Garneau. if they can find possession. And out of bounds it will go. Celtics taking no chances there, will just let it go out of bounds and give Garneau a throw-in. Couple substitutions coming into this game. For Garneau. So the first two substitutions are in the game. Here's the throw. That goes off the back of the head of Costa. I don't think she was ready for that one. And out of bounds it goes. So immediately turned over to a Celtics throw. A TA will take possession to Bitterman. Tries to do a little 1-2. Back to a TA, and out of bounds it goes. So we'll see which way the ref calls it. Looks to be a Garneau throw. And another substitution will come into this game for Garneau. That'll be number 6, Malouf. Here's a throw down the line. Costa takes control. She's had a great touch, flicks over one. Beautiful touch there, and fancy work from Costa earns her team a throw a little bit further down the line. Just about halfway through this first half, Garneau starting to fight back after the Celtics dominated possession early and got themselves a 1-goal lead. This one close to going out of bounds. A nice save from the back line of the Celtics. They'll just fire it out of bounds. Play it safe. As that was number 12, Akunwe. Here's Costa. She'll take a touch. Turned over, though, and fired all the way out to kind of kill any sort of momentum that Garneau was building. Now they look to transition. Bitterman tries to play it into the midfield. Pardon me, that was... Here's Costa. They seem to be using her a lot. She's got some pace and some skill, though. Trying to keep it in. Can she? She does stop the momentum, and a hard play there to fire it out. The back line of the Celtics doing big work. Here's Roger. Throw-in. And she'll be surrounded, so it'll have to go out of bounds again. And we'll have another Garneau throw down the line. So Garneau is working the throw-ins. They just need to somehow penetrate the middle. We'll see how they do that. The left side, the left mid, the left back, and the center, left center mid, and the left center back of the Celtics are doing a great job of kind of containing them in that little bit of area in the bottom left of the field. Nice move to create some space by Frazier. She'll fire it out. And we'll have another throw-in coming momentarily from about half field for Garneau. Here's a throw down the line. Just fired up in the air. As they'll look to slow things down, they would like to at least, just to kind of get some pressure off them, as it's been a lot of Garneau possession lately. And here's an opportunity trying to get past the back line. A nice step up there by the center back will get it out of dangerous territory. Bitterman in the midfield. She'll play it back to Frazier. Frazier will switch it far side, trying to get a run going. Gets past the defender. Here's an opportunity. Behind the line. She'll cut in. Gets 2 to go. Here's a shot with the left foot. She scores! A beautiful goal in a beautiful play from the right winger of the Celtics. That's number 11. Marlo Ho gets her first goal of the morning, and an insurance goal for the Celtics. It's 2-0 for Bishop MacDonell. And we'll be back underway here as Ho gives an insurance goal for the Celtics in the 17th minute mark. And now Garneau is down by 2. Has some work to do. We'll see if they can make it happen. Still tons of time to play as Ho will be on this ball now and turn it over. Great work. We've seen her fancy skills as she showcased just moments ago with her goal, and she's showing it there again into the midfield. Here's Frazier. Frazier trying to get around one. We'll play it to the right back. Here's Sewell. In the corner. Bouncing around, trying to create some space. They'll cross it in, and right into the hands it goes. So Bishop, MacDonell putting the pressure on again right after the goal. Here's Costa on the wing. Finds a teammate. Trying to play it back to Costa. She wasn't ready for it. But Banyaka will take it over. On the back line, turnover. Atiye will give it off. And Banyaka will just play it back to the keeper, Audette, and she'll give it right back to Banyaka. This one turned over to Bitterman. Bitterman will slow it down. Plays it to Smallenberg. On the outside, here's Ho. She'll get to work. She'll cross it in with some height on it. Look for a far post for Bitterman. She'll slow it down. Nice step up from the defender and just fired out of dangerous territory. Costa trying to turn with the defender on her back. That's Frazier and Costa working. And a foul will be called going against the Celtics. This one going to be played the width of the field, and slowed down by Ho. It's been the Celtics controlling a lot of these balls after being sent down the field by a free kick or a goal kick. That's a huge thing for success. Down the line, trying to feed Sewell. She'll try to cut in a huge play there by Maloof, and that will go out of bounds for a corner. So another opportunity for Bishop MacDonell to increase their lead. It's now 2. Just over 20 minutes now gone in the first half and 10 minutes to go plus added time. Here's the cross. Not a lot of height on it. Gets right into the chest of Schmallenberg and sent to the keeper. So she'll slow things down. Just boot it to midfield. We'll see how Garneau can control this. Would like to be first at this ball, and it's controlled once more by the Celtics off their own goal kick. Here's Scott. She'll get it back and just fire it down the line. It'll go out of bounds for a throw. So Maloof will be the first one to step up to it. It looks like be a couple substitutions. Make that one for each team coming into this game for the Celtics. It will be number 4, Ava Long. And for Garneau, it'll be number 27, Sydney Cox. They'll play it back to the back line, trying to make a move. Doesn't want to get too fancy. Tries to give it back to Maloof, and out of bounds it will go. And that'll be another Celtics throw right there. As that was Fiona Kelly on the back line that just sent it out of bounds. We'll have a throw in from Frazier. Or pardon me, make that Sewell. Here's a run down the line. Played back. He just tries to play into the midfield. Bouncing around, it will just get poked out to Scott. Scott will try to get around 2. Still bouncing in the midfield. Played back to Frazier. She'll get it off to Grebe. And she'll play it right back to the back line and slow things down for the Celtics. They haven't been afraid to play it back. It's been a reason why they've had success here early on. Here's Grebe. Bitterman. 50'd from Garneau, trying to take possession. Here's Banyaka. And she'll play it back safely. But here's a dangerous pass near the top of the box. And a clearance is needed, and they'll get it. But it goes right into the feet of Bitterman. Mags one, tries a shot, and she scores! A highlight reel goal from Bitterman at the top of the box as she mags one and goes posting in. And Bishop MacDonell has a 3-goal lead. What a beautiful play there by Bitterman. She gets the ball in the midfield off of a turnover from Garneau and just goes to work. And a beautifully placed shot. Unfortunately for Ardette, the keeper, there is really no chance on that one. It was just beautifully placed off the post and in. It's hard to get to those. And now a big deficit for Garneau. They're going to need 3. And that will be an accidental handball. So we'll see a free kick for Garneau. Thankfully, in their favor, they do have lots of time. We're reaching the last 5 minutes of the first half, but still a whole second half. So about 35 minutes plus added time for Garneau. We'll see if they can get going. Here's Costa. Gives it off to Banyaka. She'll just slow things down and play it back. And the pass that tried to switch kind of sides of the field. Sewell will be the first one to step up to it. Gives it off. Here's Frazier. Frazier with Banyaka on her back. Shoulder to shoulder and won by Banyaka. Nice little strength there, but Frazier not giving up, being resilient, and will poke it out of bounds. It'll be a MacDonell, a Garneau throw. Substitution coming into this game for Garneau. We'll see number 21, Gerada, as that one's fired way up in the air. We'll take a couple of bounces. So we'll see who'll take control. Go out of bounds for a Celtics throw. Here's one down the line. And I believe that one will go out of bounds. So we'll have another throw for the Celtics at about the 35-yard line. So just moving down the field slowly but surely. Still pressing for offense, the Celtics are, even with a 3-goal lead. Not afraid. Nice shoulder to shoulder, won by Banyaka. Here comes Garneau, and just a ball that was maybe, I see the vision, but you have to kind of take a look up and make the decision that way. See if the player's ready to make the run. Doesn't work out, and now here comes the Celtics trying to transition on the opposite side. Nice run from Long. Ava Long will give it off to Atiya, our opening goal scorer. She'll try to whip one down the line. It's a beautiful ball, and here comes Sewell. She'll turn on the Jets all the way from right back. Push the pressure on Malouf. She'll have to give it off. We fired up to the midfield. We'll see how, if Garneau can slow this down, and they do. Take some possession. Atiye, beautiful ball. We'll give it off. Here's a long shot. And it's just a slow roller into the hands of Audette. Great vision there from the keeper to see the right side is open. She'll play it quickly. Can Garneau take advantage? Cox up the line to Costa. Costa's got some space. She needs some numbers in the midfield, though, as her midfielders are just catching up to her. And a nice play by Frazier to cut her off. They'll go off the foot of Costa and out of bounds for a Celtics throw. Here's the throw up the line. They'll play it into the middle. Bitterman will try to slow it down. Unable to, though. Banyaka trying to outstrength Bitterman with a 50. Still all over the ball. Costa gives it to Banyaka. Back to Costa. Nice little 1-2. Costa will look to cross it in. Fails on the first opportunity, plays it in the box. Now here's an opportunity and a slow roller into the hands of the keeper, and she'll go down. This is the first shot of the game from Garneau. And the keeper will just play that to midfield. Another opportunity for Garneau, though. They have some space in possession. Costa looks up, has a little bit of space, decides not to take the shot. Still on her left foot, and it will be turned over once more. And they'll start the transition quickly as they'll send it up the field. Nice cutoff by Malouf, and she'll play it to the winger. The Celtics backline just going to take their time. Play it around. Don't want to turn it over. Nice little run here by the Celtics. A beautiful through ball. Has some space if she's all alone. An opportunity here in the box. A great save by Audette, as that was dangerous. Smallenberg seemed like she was all alone at one point. Unable to convert. We stayed a 3-0 game in the final minute of the first half. Here comes Garneau. Would love to find something before the end of the first. Around one. Trying to take it down the far side line, and out of bounds it will go. We'll have a throw in. And it will be a Garneau throw. Malouf looks to be the one stepping up to take it. I don't expect there to be much added time, as it was a very clean first half. We'll see how much the ref decides, but nonetheless, a final opportunity for Garneau to get on the board here in the first half. We'll see if they can make it successful. Here's the throw from Malouf. Accept it. She'll get it back. And challenged immediately and won by the Celtics. They'll look to get it out as we approach the end of the first half. We'll see how much time the ref is going to give to it. Here's on the far side, Cox. Cox will look to play to Costa, just a little uncoordinated, and that will do it. The ref will blow his whistle for the end of the first half. It's a 3-0 Celtics lead, as they were just all over Garneau at times, and that will do it. We'll have a 5-minute halftime before we get back and going here at Richardson. 7 games today. It will be a busy day, but we start things off. Bishop MacDonell Catholic, a 3-goal lead over Garneau. We'll be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Our city is your city. Come share it with us.
We welcome you back here to Kingston, Ontario, Richardson Stadium for AA Girls Soccer OFSAA action. Hello, my name is Jacob Ewing. Second half underway between Garneau and Bishop MacDonell. It was a dominant half for Bishop MacDonell as they put up 3 goals, a 3-0 lead over Garneau, and already have possession here. But, Garneau had their opportunities. They just weren't able to convert. Here's a shot to the bottom corner, easily scooped by Audette, who's already faced 12 shots here after that first half, and that one included. Even though she's let in 3, here's a turnover in the box. Atiye all away, trying to make it 4, rings it off the post. Wow, inches away from her second goal of the morning. But we'll stay at a 3-0 lead. And wow, they continue to dominate. We saw it in the first half, and they do it again in the first minute. Nice play by Frazier. Sewell look to play it in, gives it right to the center back, though. And attempting to keep that one in. Unsuccessful by Cox. So it'll be a throw for Sewell and the Celtics. She'll look to play in the middle. Nice vision there to see that all the space that her teammate had. Opportunity in the box. Gives it off. Nice little couple turns. Back. Still battling. Lots of congestion, though, in the midfield. Here's an opportunity trying to curl it to that bottom corner. Unsuccessful. As that was McIntyre, Maya McIntyre, with the shot attempt. So the Celtics find possession again. Sewell plays it up. Trying to battle through a couple. Still with possession is Ho. Now she'll cross it in. Nice touch. Trying to slow it down, and a shot on net, another one. They may not be the hardest shots, but we're now up to 14 shots here for the Celtics. This one played back, and Scott will let it just roll to her keeper, and it will be picked up. Hasn't been very busy here this morning. We'll see if Garneau can change that. Would love to apply some offense and get the pressure on. Atiye goes around a couple. Nice little inside-outside move. Down the wing, stops up, and a great play there by the right back to slow that one down. She'll just take her time, slow it down completely. Look for the right play. Nice move. Here starts the transition. Garneau up the line, tries to put the Jets on, as they would love to get there. And a beautiful move by Peverly. She'll play it to the midfield. Tries to get it back. Nice 1-2. Can she get there in time before it goes out of bounds? And it does, barely. So we'll have a Garneau throw in their own half. Looking for options here. Not a whole lot. It wouldn't be nice to see there's a run. And a long throw right into the chest of a Celtics player. And they'll just slow it down completely. Look for the right option. That's smart soccer there. And that's a great ball down the line. It's a TA. She's in the box now. Tries to cross in over the keeper, but over everybody else as well. And out of bounds it will go. It'll be a goal kick coming for Audette. Garneau struggling to get out of their own half here in the second half. Just need to figure something out. The Celtics are doing a great job of keeping pressure on every sort of possession Garneau has, and even reading passes that they're going to make. Here's a turnover at the top of the box. A shot falling in. Just misses up high. That was a fearless attempt there by a midfielder of the Celtics. Just a little bit too high as we're just approaching 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Here's the kick from Audette. We'll see who gets first to it, and it will be the Celtics. They'll get possession. Look for something in the midfield. Trying to turn, denied. Now they'll slow it down. And they'll get all the way back to Peverly. She'll play it to Atelier in the corner. The back line is really having to work here for Garneau. Out of bounds it will go. It will be a goal kick again for Audette, who's also been very busy. She'll take her time. This is something that Garneau needs to figure out. It's every time, every goal kick, it's been the Celtics first to it every single time, just like that. Now they have an opportunity at the top of the box. Can they take a crack on the half volley? A slow bouncer to the keeper, and she'll maintain possession. We'll see what she does here. Needs to look for an open player, and just another one that ends up on the foot of a Celtics player. Need to be figured out from Garneau if they want to be successful here at OFSAA. And they have some skilled players to do it. This one crossed in from a TA, and Audette will go down and smother that one once more. But it's been back-to-back plays where she just boots it out, and the Celtics get possession right away. Here's a smart play. They played on the ground, and Garneau will get possession. Exactly what I was saying. That's what they need to do, slow things down. And now they get it up the field. Here comes Garneau. And now we'll go slowly but surely out of bounds. It'll be a Garneau throw at about the halfway line. We'll await the throw. Long one. Over the midfielders. And the attackers trying to outnumber the amount of Celtics players, but the Celtics doing a great job denying that. That's a great step up there by Garneau to keep that out of their defensive end. Will have a foul be called going against Garneau, and it will be a free kick for the Celtics here. Sewell looks to be the one that will step up and take it. But that was promising there for Garneau. They were able to work the ball upfield. Not with these long passes that get intercepted, but with short, strategic passes and just some good communication. This one's sent into the box off a head, bouncing around. Audette not able to get it, and she'll get it there. It will be a foul nonetheless at some crashing players that just kind of wanted to just cause disruption for Audette, and this one will be fired out. One touch, plays it back. Nice play. Unable to be corralled. This one sent into the midfield. One touch. Beautiful tackle there to gain possession for Garneau. They start the transition. .50 in the midfield, shoulder to shoulder. And here comes a run. Here's Kelly. Kelly sends up a long ball. And will just be left from the keeper. We'll see what she decides to do here. If her team's been first to a lot of these balls, we'll just kind of send it upfield. Two Garneau players, but still one. A TA, an opportunity to be all alone. She's behind the defenders, trying to make her second goal of the morning. She does. Perfectly placed in the top corner. And Bishop MacDonell has a 4-goal lead and their first goal of the second half. As Addison Atelier was all alone, puts on the pace, the fast transition, and the possession that the game that the Celtics play. And it was played perfectly. On that one, it's now a 4-goal lead. Atelier opened the scoring and has another one here to start the second half. A couple substitutions coming in here for the Celtics. Make it 3 substitutions. Stradado subbing in. Abby Reed will be subbing in as well. And rounding out the third substitution we'll have Hannah Spears. For the Celtics, so getting some fresh legs on the field. They are up, well, now being up by 4, they can, sit a bit more comfortable, probably play a bit more of a defensive game. But if you're Garneau, you would love just to put on the offense here. Why not just go for it? You can test stuff out. There's no pressure now. All it takes is one to start the engine and start the flow of goals. Here comes Garneau, those trying to start the transition. Frazier in the midfield. Tackled from behind. Still pressured from behind. Still trying to maintain possession, and it's turned over. Garneau tries a free ball, and an accidental handball will be called, and will have it will be an initial foul before the handball, and it will be a Garneau free kick at around the 35-yard line. An opportunity here. It's Kelly on the end of it. We'll see what Kelly tries to do here. It's a little far out for a shot. She'll try one, and that is off. We'll have a whistle blown immediately. And trainers are being waved over. That was off. The upper area looked like close to head area of one of the players in the wall. And she went down immediately. We hope she's okay, as trainers are going over to check on her immediately. It was almost a straight shot, though, right at her. She was in the wall, and she's up on her feet and making her way off the pitch. It's good to see that she got up not too long after. That was number 8, Maya McIntyre, who's making her way off the field as she gets a round of applause from the players. And so we'll resume just momentarily. I believe it will be a free kick or a drop ball. It's going to be a drop ball. So someone's going to step up and take it for Garneau. And they'll just leave it. And the Celtics will have a free possession. In the midfield now. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder win there by Garneau. They'll get the possession. Look to play it on that far side line. Just looking for some sort of turn in. Now she'll play the ball. Great pass. Nice turn. They'll decide to go down the line in a big step up there by the center back of the Celtics to get that out of bounds. So a throw in for Garneau. We'll send it in. Another header gives it basically right back to the same position they just were, so Garneau will have another throw in. They'll send it long over top of a lot of people's heads. Here in the box, an opportunity here with a shot, and it's blocked. Still in the box, though. Still bouncing around. Can Garneau find something? Just needs to send it at the net. It's a bunch of players around, a bunch of bodies, and the Celtics will win it. They'll send it out. That was the best chance of the game for Garneau. They had their looks, just weren't able to fire off a shot, and here comes a quick transition of the Celtics. We've seen it before, down the line. Garneau defender will get there first, but a nice spin move by the Celtics to cross it in. In the box, needs to be controlled, and they'll just send it out of bounds, and it will be a corner kick awarded for Bishop MacDonell. It's that quick transition we've talked about a lot this morning from the Celtics. As soon as they get that ball on defense, it's fired up the wings and they start the runs. And their wingers are very, very skilled. They're able to turn back, make aggressive cuts, and open up space for the crosses. Here's the cross on the corner, right at the net. That had an opportunity to go in, but some great hands from Odette, the keeper, to hold on that one. As that was a great shot. That was Frazier who crossed that in very tightly to the net. And those always have an opportunity if the keepers aren't on their game to end up in the back of the net. Nice little move there by Scott. She'll play it up the field. Controlled by Cox, though. In the midfield, Frazier trying to step up. Barely keeps it in bounds. We'll send it down the line. Nice play. Can it be kept in? It's just barely. It is. Here's in the box. Atia looking for the hat trick. A slow roller. Audette, her 18th shot of the game and her 14th save. Very busy morning for the Garneau keeper. And a foul will be called. We'll have a Garneau free kick coming up momentarily. As Summer Roea went down. So we'll see who steps up to take it for Garneau. Good opportunity for them, though. It looks to be Roea. And she'll leave it, pardon me, for Ava Long. So Long will be on the end of the free kick. Just taking their time, sending a lot of players up the field. Long looking where to place it. She'll place it to almost the near side corner. Control from the Celtics, but now played down by Garneau, and the keeper will stop it from going out of bounds and just pick it up with her own hands. Halfway through this second half now between Garneau and Bishop MacDonell. 4-0 lead for the Celtics. An opportunity potentially for 5. Here comes a TA. Can she get there in time as the keeper passed it right to her? The other keeper all the way on the other side will get there, but she won't be able to control. A TA looking for a hat trick, and a defender will get in the way of a TA and the net. Dangerous, dangerous play whenever the keeper comes out and isn't able to control the ball with her hands. Just scrambles around and leaves an open net. Here comes Frazier. She controls it. Is she going to look shot? She will, but it's just a light little roller to the net. Easily handled. Bouncing around the back line. Garneau will press. But brilliant work there to try to get that one out. Still with possession, though, is Garneau. They're really putting the pressure. Now they have some space at the top of the box. We'll see what they will do here, and they'll just play it back out to the midfield. Not what you would want it, a midfield that was dominant from the Celtics. A long ball will be sent right to the keeper's box, and she'll just control it and take it herself and pick it up. Approaching the final 10 minutes here of the first game of day 2 of AA Girls OFSAA Soccer here in Kingston, Ontario. Nice move in the midfield by Garneau. Frazier will pick it up and just play it to her left back. Here's a transition. Down the line, a little 1-2, but a nice interception there by one of the center backs of Garneau, just to shut things down, and that'll go out of bounds. I believe a corner kick is incoming. It is for the Celtics. We'll see who steps up to take it. Frazier has taken a lot of them this morning, and she will be the chosen one for this one as well. Her last her last corner kick was very tightly to the net. Had an opportunity to actually squeak its way in. We'll see if she tries to go for that one once more. Here it is. Plays it in. Nice amount of lob on it. In the box, bouncing around. The Celtics will play it to the corner. Quick step over move, but not through the defense. Great move by Cox to shut that down, but they get it back. From side of the box, tries a shot opportunity, and that will do a far roller out of bounds for a goal kick. And substitutions galore coming into this game. We'll have, looks to be 5 subs for Garneau and 3 subs for the Celtics, so 8 subs in total. Just switching things up, getting some new players on the field, some players that have already checked into the game earlier. So fresh players will take the field for both these teams. And we'll have a goal kick for Audette as we're now in the final 10 minutes of this one. Garneau still searching for their first goal. And we'd love to find it, especially, on the start of the day, day 2. Just start your day off successfully with with some offense, especially end the game that maybe didn't go your way, or maybe the game plan just wasn't executed. End it with a bright spot, some offense. We'll see if that's what Garneau has to focus on right now. It's the little battles. Don't focus on the big battles. Focus on the little battles at a time, because those little battles add up to the big battle, which is trying to win a game. So we'll see what they can do here. In their own end, Maloof that one will slowly roll out of bounds. It will be a Celtics throw around the 15-yard line. Controlled by the Celtics. In the box now. Trying to take a turn. Unsuccessful. They'll try to fire it out, but unsuccessful they will be. Here comes the Celtics one more. They'll get it to the right back. Switch it up. Switch sides. Nice turn. She's got some space. Can't she try a shot? They'll play to the middle of the box. Bodies need to get in front of it for Garneau, and that's what they do. Beautiful play. They'll block any sort of offense, but it goes right back. Not the way they want to go. And the midfielder, who just accidentally maybe sent it towards her own net, will get that one out. That's a smart play by, that was number 20, Summer Rorea. This one in the midfield, at the side of the box. Now sent out to the midfield. Controlled, takes a touch. Outside, lots of space out here. Cox will be the first defender to it, and a great play will result in a goal kick. 2 more substitutions coming back into this game for Garneau. It'll be Costa and Baniaka will join the midfielders, I presume, or the offense. This one's sent to the near side. 50s in the midfield. Won by the Celtics. Has some space. Nice foot there to deny that pass. Slowed down. Passed back. Here's Ribeiro. Outside to the wing. And out of bounds it will go. A quick play there as Costa was looking to transition for Garneau. And we'll have a throw-in for Garneau. Trying to be sent upfield. Garneau will take possession. Here's Costa. Costa with some fancy footwork. She's been great all morning. Looks for the striker. Unable to find her. And some nice turns. But they get it back. Can they control this? They have some numbers here. And a great step to deny Costa from going outside. That was Abby Reed. Down the line. Castellarin. And we'll go out of bounds and we'll see a throw for the Celtics. As a couple more substitutions come into this game. 2 defenders off the back line will make their way off. It's to be Addison Natie, the double goal scorer, will play some defense for a little bit, and as well subbing into this game is number 7, Adrian Frazier. So 2 dominant players who had very good games for the Celtics will join the back line. Here comes Garneau, trying to transition, and they get the ball back. Here comes Costa. Costa looking for options. She's got some numbers, tries to play a through ball, but unsuccessful. the Celtics have done a phenomenal job all game of congesting areas where the ball is going to. They've been able to read the Garneau's passes very easily, and it's led to so much success for the Celtics. It's the reason why they've dominated this game for majority of the time. The shots now 19-2 for Bishop MacDonell. It just goes to show they've been the dominant team. First to most balls after being kicked out, and they've won a lot of 50s, just like that one right there. Here's Bitterman. She'll play it up. Opportunity here. Can they make it 5? Top of the box. A roller right to the keeper's hands. That was Castellarin with an opportunity. Nice play to open up the midfield. Played outside. Backline just looking up, and they'll just pass it around. Frazier to a TA. Got to be careful, though. And a TA recognized that as Costa was just bearing down her throat, about to tackle that ball and take it over. Out of bounds it goes. We'll have a Celtics throw in the offensive end. Now under 4 minutes to go here. We'll have 7 games today here on the CASA YouTube channel for all OFSAA games, including quarterfinals tonight. You will not want to miss it. We'll have the AA girls quarterfinals at, I believe, let me check the schedule here. $5:45. AA girls quarterfinals at 5:45, and then so yes, I can confirm we'll have the girls quarterfinals for AA OFSAA at 5:45, and then the boys AAA OFSAA quarterfinals at 7:15, and we'll have 4 other OFSAA games, AA girls OFSAA games here today at Richardson. You will not want to miss all the action, as that ball by Costa made it all the way down to field, but it'll be a Celtics throw, and she'll toss it up. Just with 2 minutes to go here left for full time. Pressured, taken over. Here comes the Celtics with some numbers. Tries to play a ball in the middle. A strong play by the center back to keep that one out of danger by Garneau. That was Donahue, and she'll fire it out. Nice play there by the back line. Can they transition on offense? Nice run. Only one to beat, but a TA will be there. TA plays all aspects of the ball. Some great defense, and we've already seen her scoring touch with 2 goals this morning. Curled by the Celtics, but they're being pressured right away. Trying to be shouldered off the ball. Nice win. Here comes here comes Garneau. Going. Gives it off. Lots of time in the midfield. Can they take advantage of this? But a nice tackle by the Celtics will give the ball right to Cox. Cox will slow it down. Boniaco will take over. Tries to get past one. She does. Why not get past another? She's got space if she can keep this ball in bounds. She does. Lots of space for Boniaca. She'll try the cross. Looks for Costa. Costa takes a touch. Trying to turn at the top of the box. Gets through a couple. Opportunity for Costa. Just misses wide. It was a golden opportunity. The best one of the game for Garneau. Boniaco with a beautiful cross. Costa with some fancy moves. And this one given right over. Here's Goings. Why not try one? Over top of the net. That one goes. As Atlanta Going got that ball right at the top of the box. And they'll just play it short. A TA back to the keeper. We'll just play along. Now here's Banyaka. She'll take a touch. Turned over to the Celtics, though. And the full-time whistle blows as no added time will be added. That will do it between Bishop MacDonell Catholic and Garneau. It's a 4-0 victory for the Celtics to start Game 1 of Day 2 of AA Girls OFSAA action. We'll have 4 more games today, including the next 20 minutes. We'll have our next one here at 10 o'clock between 2 other teams in Group D. We'll have the home region in a school that is only about 10 minutes away from Richardson here in LaSalle Secondary School. Take on a school from the NEOAA in Thoreau Secondary. Both these teams battled hard. It was just a dominant effort from the Celtics into possession in winning the 50 battles. Not to discredit Garneau, they battled all game long, and they had their opportunities. It was there, but just a game that they maybe would want back, as the game plan maybe just wasn't executed to a T. But I'm sure they'll have other games today. We might even see them back here at Richardson. And we won't, unfortunately. So we wish both the teams the best of luck. We'll actually be able to see Bishop MacDonell back here at 11:30 as they'll take on Holy Trinity Secondary School. But that will do it. The Celtics with a dominant effort. A 4-0 victory to start their morning off. I've been Jacob Ewing. Thank you for watching. Once more, Bishop MacDonell, 4-0 victory over Garneau.